Hello, hello. Hi, guys. Welcome back. All right, so let's go ahead and jump on into this. I usually start these out with an anecdote, something real that happened pertaining to my dog. We see that sets the tone for the story. Aries was not too keen on getting up this morning. In fact, he was fast asleep. He decided to spend he always moves around in the middle of the night, but he decided to spend the last hours on the couch asleep. And I had to get up and go room to room to go find my boy. And he was just like patiently waiting, listening to my footsteps, knowing I was coming, and just laying there with tummy exposed, ready to get the good tummy pats in the morning. But all I can say is maybe somebody's been waiting for something. We got a Seven of Swords, but we have a King of Wands. We don't usually see a King of Wands lying, hiding, or delaying, because normally kings go after what they want. But in this storyline, I don't know. This looks like either he's kind of over here going, I know somebody's being a liar, liar, pants on fire. And once it gets found out, then I can make my move. This doesn't have to be about love. This could be about anything. This could be like in the workplace. Somebody goes, I know that person's not going to be able to cut it. I know that their resume isn't legit. I know that they're hoping nobody finds out, but I know. Now, this could also be him, though. Let's see. Tell me just about the Seven of Swords. That's a tough card to start with. We have a Queen of Swords. The Queen of Swords is one being deceived because she's upright. Yeah, Two of Swords. Somebody's pulling the wool over her eyes. Wait, maybe this is a nice surprise that a king has in store for her. She's single. She thinks she's single. And I think this might be the King of Wands is eyeballing her. Let's see. Tell me just about the King of Wands. Knight of Cups. Yeah, he has a plan. This is the man with the plan, Stan. He's got an idea in his head of what he's going to do. Knights are action takers, but I don't know why he's pretending, or just maybe he's biding time. He's either pretending he's not going to come forward or he's biding time. What is this got to do with anything? Is this he's waiting for a birthday? Is this he's lying and hiding it from someone else, from a Queen of Pentacles? Magician in the reverse. What? He's tricking a Queen of Pentacles. We got the Nine of Cups. Hang on. This feels pretty unsavory, but he's upright. So that's why I'm confused, because look, not all Seven of Swords cards have to mean terrible, right? It doesn't have to mean, it depends on what the lie is. Sometimes, somebody hides something because it's a wonderful, surprise birthday party. And of course you have to maybe use some subterfuge to make it all work. But I don't know. This is making me question, why do we have so many people? Why do we have him going to move toward her, but he's hiding? And it seems like he's lying to a Queen of Pentacles. And this can be a card of tremendous self-indulgence. So it almost feels like he's trying to run game, like he's trying to get a second thing going, but a King of Wands wouldn't go that route, or he should have been in the reverse. Tell me who the Queen of Pentacles is. King of Coins. The person that he's married to? Or is it a mother-father figure? Okay, it could be that. Three of Swords, though. He knows he's going to break the heart of a Queen of Pentacles. Queen of Coins, Queen of Pentacles. And so he's hiding that, but he's going to do what he wants to do. Okay, what is your relationship with the Queen of Pentacles? I'm still trying to figure out if he's like married to her. Queen of Cups in the reverse. He says she's karmic. She is emotionally manipulative. That could still be a mother figure. This could still be a mother and father figure that he's like, I'm so done having moms and pops rule my life, run my life. I am walking away. I've been thinking about doing it for a long time. Is it, he's definitely lying to someone that he knows is going to be just devastated, or pearl clutch moment. This could be very overly dramatized, but he knows that this person's going to be really upset when he simply does what he wants to do for himself. And I mean, I think on one hand he has every right to do what he needs to do for himself, but I don't understand where all the drama is coming from, unless he's dealing with very toxic people. But that King and Queen of Pentacles is upright. that's why I'm inclined to say that it's not that he's married to somebody else, because I mean, unless they put on an amazing fake front to everybody, because that king and the queen of pentacles being upright makes it look like there's this wonderful, peaceful union. So I'm more inclined to say it's like parents that are going to be really upset that he's going to follow his heart, that he's going to go do what he wants to do. It's weird though, because he's lying to everybody, right? We know that he's lying to and pretending that he's not paying attention to the Queen of Swords when in fact he is. He watches her. He also lies with that Magician in the reverse to the King and the Queen of Pentacles, because he says, because the Queen's going to have a freaking meltdown. She's super emotionally manipulative. And I've been thinking about this for a long time, thinking about the best way to do things. And I just need to split. I just need to go. I need to just decide to walk away instead of give anybody any inkling of what I'm doing. Okay, King of Wands, how come you're upright? Because your heart is very, very warm, because he's thrilled about leaving. This king is about to bounce. They are about to leave behind, and they're so happy to do it. They may have already moved out, technically. God, look at this, the Chariot. It's like if he had stuff in storage in the garage, he's already moved all that stuff out of the garage. If he had, was whatever, renting a room or something, or if it's like he emptied out his room or his storage space or the entire house of his stuff, and he's ready to just get in his car and go. He handled everything. He's paid for what he needed to. He didn't tell the King, Queen of Pentacles what he was doing. I mean, maybe this is somebody who's moving without telling anybody about it. He's been slyly making those decisions. He's been putting everything in order, but he definitely has like an empty storage space or bedroom or house. He's done all of it without telling a soul, and he's ready to just get in his car that he's holds the title to and drive off into the sunset. He's doing it like pronto. I say it because we're just about done with Year of the Dragon. We're not done yet. We got just a little bit of time yet. Only till the 29th. So 19 days left. But it feels like he's determined that he's going to go ahead and get on out of Dodge. Page of Pentacles, Six of Swords, Queen of Cups upright. He believes that the only way to avoid the emotional outburst from a Queen of Cups, even though he knows that this Queen of Cups might be really mad and say, well, then guess what? I don't love you anymore, son. You can't ever come back. And he's like, doesn't matter. What I cared about was going and giving my energy here. It's me and the person that I love. I need to make things right with the person that I love. This again is him driving away, but this time he's got somebody in his sidecar. This is him starting his life over and just letting the chips fall where they may. I think he fully expects to be like ostracized by this Queen of Cups. You notice she's upright, but she's pouring her cup into her own environment. And I just think that he's like, if the Queen of Cups won't accept the person that I love also, then forget it. That's fine. I'll let the Queen of Cups, instead of them harangue me and rail at me for being in love with somebody or choosing to go and change something in my life and trying to prevent me, I'm just going to make my life changes, and then they can decide, will they accept the person that I'm choosing to ride in my sidecar or not? And if their answer is no, then that's fine, but that's on them. I think this is the way he sidestepped other people trying to micromanage him, is he said, well, they're in charge of their emotions and they can feel however they want, but I'm going to go ahead and do what I want to do. And then however they choose to behave, that's on them. If they say they don't want to see me anymore because I'm with somebody that I love, that's fine. But it's better for me to do what I need to do and then just see how the chips fall. You know what? I kind of think good on him. It looks like this was the only way when dealing with really controlling people for him to still manage his own life. We have the World and we have the Hermit. This is a new beginning, possibly with a Virgo or a Capricorn. This is him leaving his old life behind. This is him starting over, starting fresh. He definitely, this might be right before like the year of the snake begins. This could be only because I look at the world card as like a new cycle. And, technically we've already had the new cycle because we're in, 2025. But again, the Chinese New Year doesn't turn over yet. So it's like we get 2 new years depending on how you want to celebrate. But this looks like a new cycle that he's like ready to step into the new chapter. Tell me, why is the Hermit here? I mean, he may know that he might be rejected, but you know what? I think he's saying it doesn't matter. Maybe I'll end up alone in my new cycle. Maybe I can't work things out with whomever it is I really want to go toward. But you know what? I will have more respect for myself for not letting other people interfere and tell me what to do, or tell me what I should try, or tell me where I should go. I think he reached a point where he's doing this for him. No wonder his heart is so warm. He's happy. That's why we haven't seen him actually in the reverse or negative. He's telling the lies basically that he thinks he needs to tell because it's nobody else's damn business, so that he can just make his decisions, make things happen in his life, and then figure everything else out after he's taken authentic action for himself. Okay, but we haven't talked at all about this Queen of Swords, who is single, abundant, and has no idea that she's the first one that he's hiding from but watching, right? We see that. I always think of this as somebody who's spying from the other side of the glass, right? Let's just ask about her. Okay. Queen of Swords, who are you? 3 of Cups. I mean, it's definitely the person he'd like to have a connection, a reunion with. She's definitely the one who was left out in the cold. She may be really kind. She may have several sisters. She may be somebody who has a big family, or she has a couple of really good close friends that she spends time with. But there's another energy of like loneliness around her. She definitely got the short end of the stick. There have been opportunities that somehow she didn't get to enjoy or explore. What does she think of him? The shadow side. She maybe sees him exactly as he really was. Earring sticking out. She may see him exactly as he was, because this is somebody his mind was all messed up. He was fearful. This is the devil card, but here they call it the shadow side. I'm thinking that she knew exactly what was going on with him. She knew he was having a hard time standing up for himself. She knew that he was struggling with fear. She knew all of that about him. So I think it's even here, she's like, oh man, I'm hiding out. He's all stressed. And then there's some big scary person that's always like keeping tabs on him. So weird though that an adult would be so overpowered by seemingly family members that also seem really happy. But he says, no, the mom's super emotionally manipulative. We have the Moon. This Queen of Swords never fully knew what the storyline was. She was always kept in the dark, and she was always treated like an outsider. Okay. How is she going to feel having this guy or gal show up? 3 of Pentacles. I think her first thought is going to be, do mom and dad know about your choices? What's the other layer to all this? Because she's used to the confusion. She's used to that with him. We have the Empress, and we have the 6 of Swords. Did you write a goodbye note, or did your parents finally decide to approve, or did you leave your world behind? Are you saying that I'm your choice, or are you saying that your mom gave you the final approval? She just doesn't know what's going on. When this person shows up in her world, she's not going to know what to think, is what it seems like to me. We don't see her angry. We don't see her sad. But why is he keeping this a secret from her? 2 of Cups. It's more that he wants to actually be able to express things fully. I mean, he feels very connected to her, right? But this is a very deep and meaningful connection. This is such an odd story in the sense that it feels like a, Romeo Juliet storyline, but this is for grown ups. And I'm still trying to figure out, universe, can you explain why and how was he so controlled, I'll say? Two of Swords in the reverse. Yeah, that's what I thought. He wasn't really. He didn't have to listen to everybody else's criticisms and advice all the time. The Fool and the Nine of Pentacles. He just needed to find his own strength to not really care about whether or not moms and pops agreed. This is somebody who, for some reason, had to be like a people pleaser, even though the universe is like, well, he didn't have to be. He was being that. But he needed to have the courage to break away, to move away, to go his own direction. But it's almost like, I don't know if he just didn't have his own grown-up mentality for a long time. Maybe he was like slow to mature and realize that, oh, I'm an adult, I can do whatever I want. Why did he perceive that moms and pops were going to have tons and tons of opinions? Moms and pops actually do have a lot of opinions, but they tell truth, but they also want harmony. Did they not like this Queen of Swords, though? Was there something to that? The Divine Masculine and the Star. It could have been an overbearing mom and pop who were like, you should cut ties with her because, like, everybody always thinks the best of their son or daughter, right? And it might be like, no, you can do so much better. You should have a star. You could be with somebody famous. You're so great. It does seem like, did they know about the Queen of Swords? Did they want him to not have anything to do with her? Action of Swords, Four of Wands, Three of Cups. They thought it was too soon for him to have big emotions for the Queen of Swords. They thought, you can't rush into a marriage with her. You don't know her well enough. You don't know her family. You don't know, why don't you date some other people? Why would you be so sure that she's the right person? What if there's somebody so much better? We just want to see you happy. So yikes, this is getting cringy, because this feels like, the normal thing that all parents would say, because they always want the best for everybody, and they do interfere even though they shouldn't. And every family's got opinions, no matter how old and grown up people are. Like, I'm thinking he's grown up, like quite grown up. Like, he shouldn't be still having so much interference from family. But the thing is, no matter what age anybody is, family's always still going to put in their 2 cents because they feel entitled. That's even what they think their job is to always give unsolicited opinions. But the difference is, when you're a grown up, you just go, yeah. You don't need to worry about it. I do what I want to do. As long as I'm happy, that's the only thing that matters. I know you worry, but trust me, I can probably manage my own life, moms and pops. I was trained by the best. I know how to handle my own world. But I don't think that he got that. I think he was being like, oh gosh, yeah, they don't want me with her. I have to keep it a secret that I still want to be with her. I don't know. This feels like a weird layer of, I'm not really sure why he would let other people's opinions, because it stressed him out so bad. Okay, let's take this to a part 2, because I got to see, why was he stressing so hard on this? Because it just doesn't seem like that was warranted. This feels like somebody who hadn't matured yet, but maybe I'm wrong, and I just want to see if I'm wrong. Thanks for giving it a thumbs up. The free link will be in the description box. Easy for me to say. Bye.